This is Freeloaders. I'm 3T.
And I'm Mike Papa Foxtrot.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download from the PlayStation Network. We download the games and give them a play and see if they're worth the download, bandwidth and time.
This time, we're looking at Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, a multiplayer video game that was released for Microsoft Windows and PlayStation 4 on August the 4th, 2020. The game is inspired by obstacle racing TV games like Takashi's Castle, Wipeout, or Ninja Warrior, where 60 players have to overcome challenges and various obstacles without failing to grab the only crown and become the winner. And these are our first impressions.
I'm quite excited about this one now because it was literally 5 minutes ago that I heard that spiel. And I terribly disappointed you by you said, I quote, "I wish you hadn't read that out."
Yeah,
I would have been much better if my genuine first impression of the game was, really? Takeshi's Castle? But there you go, a slight action replay of it. So this is quite unusual for us because I don't think it happens very often that a game is released as part of the free games for PlayStation Plus. So this is going to be pretty new to everybody, I would have thought, depending on when you're listening or watching.
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, when I initially looked at it, I said, oh well, you know, there must have been games like that. But no, I think this is the first time. Genuinely the first time. So
that I know, at least, yeah. This is going to be completely brand new. Obviously, we know it's going to be a little bit mad, and I'm kind of really looking forward to it now. It was a bit like, haven't heard of that before, and now I know there's a reason, and and that's quite exciting. I don't know what else to say, really, because we won't have any other sort of preconceptions. Are you happy to...
Not really. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the kind of madness I'm sort of expecting is sort of a larger version of that chef game that we've played, and perhaps like a sort of a more free-for-all version of the Fat Princess. I'm sort of like, I'm trying to imagine what it looks like in my mind, because all I've seen is the title card on the loading screen, the current screen that we're currently looking at, and like we said about 20 minutes ago, I realised that it was my turn to read the intro, and so I knocked up the script. That's basically our total investment to date. That and downloading quite a small game, really.
That was a lovely, and that was another nice bonus as well, that it was done in about half an hour.
So, do you want to call it? Shall we push any button and proceed?
I'll do it when you do it. Let's just go for it, shall we?
All right, I'm pushing starts now.
Little jingle in the ears.
Loading.
And off we go. So, it's only been out at time of recording for 24 hours. I imagine there's plenty of people who are already experts at this. How to play. Hit play to enter into a show. I'm not going to read it all out because people can.
Do you know, I would have sat there if you hadn't have X's jump, and then that is that, and R2 is grab. Oh God. R2 is grab. Which one's R2 again? Is R2 the shoulder button?
It'll be,
no, R2's the trigger.
One at the back, the trigger.
R2's the trigger. So R1's the shoulder button. You have to excuse me. I've only been using a PlayStation for insert much time here. Okay.
We can create our own character. Here we go. Let's see what outfits we've got.
Okay.
Just gonna choose a. What colour are you going to be? Because we want to be different. If we're going to try and get in the same multiplayer, which I'm hoping is possible, we want to be distinct from each other. So what colour are you going to choose?
I'm going to be orange.
Right. I'm going to be mint chocolate in that case. Pattern.
And I'm going to stick a lightning flash on, because I'm going to be the Flash.
I'm going to put
I should have probably have been red, actually, and then I could have been the Flash.
I'm going to put little heart underpants on, and I'm going to leave the face as it is. I'm not going to do a wolf, because there's probably going to be loads of people wearing that. I'm going to probably be quite basic.
I'm not. I'm going to leave it. You know me. I very, very rarely. I very rarely go with any kind of specialized characters. I always like to play with the defaults.
Theatrics. I just got a trophy.
How have you got a trophy already? How did you do that?
A snowflake. I came out of it and it called me a snowflake. I'm gonna choose.
How do I get out of it?
I just press circle back and now I've chosen theatrics. I'm gonna do the funky chicken, I think. Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna confirm that somehow.
I guess you just push back.
Back and confirm. What are these at the top? So that is currency. I've got 500 kudos. Okay, look at that later.
I did notice, but we will talk about it after our first impressions. I did notice that you could actually get kudos from the shop. So it is possible that that's something that... Yeah, and there's a shop.
Well, I'm going to try and invite players, so editing is already going to be messed up. And I'm just going to try and invite
while you do that, I'm just turning down the audio to halve for me and all the effects and everything. And now I've got an invite, so that's nice. So I now have to jump out and join and jump back again.
Spinning my little guy around so we can see the full glory of his underpants. Hey, there you are. Right, so
nothing's appeared on my screen, so I have absolutely no idea.
Well, on my screen, I've just turned.
Oh no, there you are. No, I found it. I was on the wrong screen. I'm just having a spin.
So if I click ready, I guess you have to as well. And then what do we do there? Let's see what happens.
What if I'm not ready?
Oh, I don't know. Then wait till you are.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm falling.
Oh dear! My messing about may have stopped us starting.
I'll cancel. Lose your
Hang
place
on,
in the queue.
No,
well, no, because I don't want to be in a random group. I want. Oh, okay. I didn't cancel in time because you were talking. You said, wait. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll see what happens. I'm so sorry, listeners. That's me messing about. I'm in a game. A game's beginning, so
is it called Seesaw?
See. It's called Seesaw, but they might all be called Seesaw. You never know.
Hopefully, we're both in the same game because that is. Yep, you're next to me. I can see a little arrow over your head. What the hell have we got to do?
We got to get to the other end.
I might be ahead of people.
And I've already died.
It's too low.
What was jump again?
X. Oh no!
I think square is jump.
Oh god! They're all bullies. Big bullies. You seesaw idiots. You don't understand physics. I'm gonna pay for your ineptitude. No, I can't. How am I supposed to get on that? I have to go back. Can I go across here?
No. I can't remember what that game's called. It'll come to me in a minute. Like sack animals that fight, and it's also on the PlayStation. What's that called?
Oh god, I don't know. Look at all these idiots. It's exactly like one of those shows that were described. Let me get to the end. I'd like to reach the end. I don't care if I'm first. That's impossible. What position are you? Do you know?
I don't. I'm at the back.
Okay.
I'm four. Oh no, that's how many have qualified.
The only competition I have is you.
I think you're in front of me. Don't worry about it.
I'm just trying to follow these damn seesaws.
Oh, I'm gonna fall off again and not back to the beginning. Oh no, there's checkpoints. Oh, well, okay. That's not as frustrating as I expected. Then I was a little bit worried there that there was going to be.
I qualified. 10th battle. There's two of them just having a fight by the finish line, stopping each other getting across. How I can watch you then? I can switch to watch you. Hopefully. Skim through everybody. There we go. I'm watching you now. I can move the camera around you.
I don't think this is like a hard race. I think the tactic here is to actually wait until the platforms are in the right place.
Well, I just got disconnected from the server, so I'll wait for you to finish and see what happens. But I hope that counted for me.
How did you get? So you did finish though.
I passed the. Yeah, it told me I qualified. Then I was watching other players. And I was able to watch you, and then it told me no, you're not in the server anymore.
Oh, that's really nice, isn't it?
But we're still in a group because in my lobby I can still see your lightning bolt character.
I've worked out a technique. I don't know if it's going to work. No, apparently not.
I was expecting a super simple kind of John Virgo pot as many balls as you can type technique there. Just get on the seesaws and go up to the highest point and jump onto the next one.
Oh, I got eliminated, so there you go.
Oh, really?
Yep, round over. I took too long. I never got to the end, so there you go.
Well, let's see if we regroup. I want to see if you end up back in my lobby. Or...
57 remaining, 32 remaining, so we just got eliminated. So only 32 qualified to the next one. So it's obviously a qualification.
Well, I have to say, I was one of those until I got thrown out, so...
Ah, right.
I was 10th. As the two guys fighting could attest if they'd have been paying attention to everybody else. Right, so are you in a lobby with me again or not?
It just says next up.
Alright, are you able to jump
Waiting
back?
for players, it says. I don't know, because I have no control over anything. I'm now in something called Egg Scramble.
Okay, I can't join you.
Okay, well, what we will do in a minute is we will regroup. But I'm going to have an egg scramble.
Well, I'll just click ready then, and I'll see where I end up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, did we have to grab an egg? What is going on here? I don't know. I don't know who I am.
Do we have to grab an egg?
I don't think I'm actually playing. I think I'm just watching. Yeah, I'm watching.
Right. I'm leaving the group and I'm just going to click play.
I'm returning to the main menu because.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will cancel and we'll try. And regroup
I think I'm just watching the next race. I think that's what it was.
Right. I'm going to try and invite you again then, and we'll see what happens. Just to cause some more editing issues.
It's always fun to do that.
So hopefully you're going to get an invitation.
Yes, and then I go there, and I'm very quickly coming back to you, hopefully.
And then we just ready up and try again. We'll get a couple of these in and...
But by the way, love the pants.
Well, they're very fetching, aren't they?
And I'm using pants in a British way.
Of course. Can you see me now in the... Are you in my lobby?
I am, yeah. I think I was watching. I think I was because I didn't get kicked out. I think I was because I was like, why can't I pick anything up? And then I looked in the bottom corner, and it said that I'm watching. So that's quite nice. That means you can carry on watching if you've got something invested in it. So it's a little bit like a battle royale, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're waiting for me to ready up, aren't you? I do apologise.
Oh, that's okay. No, I unreadied while we were talking because didn't want to have the same panic. So it seems to just be random games. Then you had something called Scramble, unless we get Seesaw again.
Well,
it'd be nice if we get something different.
That was I think the second one.
Hit Parade.
Right, so
navigate the obstacles.
I've got to actually finish this one, and before you to actually. Just for honour, really.
You're the only other character I care about.
This looks like a very. This looks more like a Wipeout competition, doesn't it? Why am I at the back? Why has it put me at the back? This isn't fair. This is
Screw
not
you!
fair.
I'm going first. This is horrible.
No!
I'm off. I'm in the pink stuff.
Oh, you can keep running even though you're down here.
That's quite good. Oh, there's a low ceiling there. The game didn't really show me that until
I can't actually look up. That's the problem I'm having at the moment. Oh, I see.
Oh no. I feel like I'm going to get crushed by these things, but it's all too innocent for that, isn't it?
If it's anything like Takeshi's Castle, then it might not be that innocent.
There might be people dressed up ready to jump at you and make you drown.
Come on.
This is quite difficult.
I am having difficulty seeing forward at the moment.
Woo! Qualified.
I don't know what it is. I can't I'm eliminated. I can't look up.
Whew.
My
Trophy earned.
My view would not let me look up, so I couldn't see up, which was very annoying. I've just been eliminated, so I can see you're still in there. I can see Lover Pants is still there.
So do you come along with me, or are you now...
I'm interested to see what happens, because now it's shuffling for the next one, and this is what I got last time, and so now I have to watch, which is fine. I don't mind watching, because I can't. I am inept at this.
That was a very... No, this is just, I don't think it's about that. It's pure luck. I just happened to go with the crowd, really.
Dizzy Heights is what it says.
Yeah.
So this is
it was only the first 45, and everybody was together.
Well, I couldn't look up, which was upsetting for me. I don't know if that was what everyone had, but now I get to try and work out if I can watch you.
Oh, only 33 can qualify, so that's a good number for me.
Yeah.
It's where 3T comes from.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh no!
Mike Papa Foxtrot comes from 42.
I'm gonna fall. I've just earned a trophy.
Yeah.
Troublemaker.
Just keep rubbing it in. There we are. Now we're watching you.
Essentially, what the game seems to be doing is just like stimulating your sort of serotonin. Just give them colours, give them shapes, give them little ding dongs and rewards. They'll keep playing. It's
How
like
did those two balls not kill you?
I don't know. It's just like a fruit machine. Oh no!
Oh, that's all right. I genuinely thought you'd be cheese grated, because that's what I would have done with game design.
Yeah, this is the end for me. Way!
No
way!
I don't know. It's just a longer. It's just a longer route. That's all.
Woo! Okay.
One has qualified. 2 have qualified. 4 have qualified. I think you might be in here.
I think I'm at the back, though.
I don't
Honestly,
know.
I think I'm at the back.
I don't know. 22. Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Losers.
Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
No,
30,
it's too
31,
late.
32.
It's too late. I'm number 33.
Yes.
I can't believe I was number 33. That pleases me on so many levels.
Oh, Mr. Loverpants did a good job for you.
I'm so sorry. This feels really bad.
No, this is fine. This is nice. This is great. We probably will only be watching your screen right now, and that's nice.
33.
This is great. I can put my controller down, and you can do all the heavy lifting. This is great.
33 is the best number. Okay, how to play. Memorize the icons. When an icon is displayed, move to a matching tile.
I mean, to be honest, this is this game. I mean, I don't feel bad that I've been eliminated. It's quite good fun watching. I hope it remembers I want to watch you, though. No, it doesn't. I have to scroll through all of the people. Nope, there you are.
Match the icon on the screen.
Yeah.
What? I didn't see a screen.
There's a screen. There's a screen in front of you. It's counting down.
But...
It's 4.
Oh, I see.
3, 2, 1.
But what was the image?
You're looking for like a tomating.
I don't remember.
No, it's still on the screen. Oh. But it has a little.
No, but I don't remember which one on the ground was it.
But
Did I
don't know. Here we go. But they're all slightly different.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, different fruits and things, but...
Well, you're standing in cherries right now.
Yeah.
And so you need to stay in cherries.
Cherries. So I'm here.
But is it a particular type of cherry? No, yeah.
Oh, I see. The ground disappears and it's death.
Yes. And there's more than one. So, okay, so you have some grapes behind you. There's a pineapple. You're standing on like a red thing, red fruit, an apple thing, and there's cherries to your left. And you need to find cherries. So you need to go
cherries
left.
To my left.
No, that's not cherries.
Well, that was my left. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Oh.
That was your left.
Yeah, it was the left that I was looking from my point of view.
Oh well, that was good. Good fun. Didn't like that as much as the mad running, but that's cool.
Oh dear. Right. Well,
right. Should we do one more, or are we good for our first
part?
I
say we are probably good for our first part. What we will do is we will now pull back and continue to play for a little bit, and then for you it will be momentarily. We will come back with our final thoughts.
So, after a solid evening of playing Fall Guys, let's work out what we made of it. What are your overall impressions?
Overall, initially it was very frustrating because I kept getting eliminated, and you saw that when during our first few games. But that said, once you are eliminated, it is quite good fun to watch all of the other maniacs, but it's also very frustrating because you're like, why are you going there? Why are you doing that? I think you experienced that a couple of times when you're backseat driving for people horrible. You don't even bloody know. So overall, it's a fun game. I think that towards the end of the evening, when we went through and saw what else there was in there, we did get a little bit disappointed that it only has that sort of battle royale mode. It doesn't have like just one-on-one or like a small group of people. Because I don't know about you, I don't have 60 friends on the PlayStation.
No. And I think, like you were saying, maybe a local mode would be quite nice too. So you could just have a load of people just around your house and just, when that kind of thing is appropriate again.
It's really funny because when we played Overcooked,
it was the opposite.
I said, wouldn't it be nice if there was a network mode? Oh dear, and this only has a network mode. But that said, I mean, this game has just been released.
Yeah.
I can see this game having updates and expansions. I mean, you remember when like Fortnite was first released, it was very different to what it has become now.
I guess so.
It's become sort of multiple games, lots of different game modes and quests and dance-offs, and I've seen it doing all sorts of madness. So I can imagine this game having expansions and having things added to it over time. I mean, it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's bright. It's colourful. It will entertain the kids. It will frustrate your dad. Well, it's great.
Let's focus in on the point we sort of usually use is how playable is it, I guess. Is it fun? Is it fun to play?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I didn't stop having fun.
No.
There's far too much going on all at once. If you can get through a couple of the elimination rounds and the things are thinned out a little bit, thin culling of the herd, so to speak, things do get a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But even so, I mean, like there was one where we were trying to get through like walls made of candy, and it's just absolute fun. I can't say that it wasn't fun. What about you? You think it was fun?
I do. I think it is incredibly playable, very nice and easy to pick up and play. I think one of the comments that we made while we were shouting at the screen was that actually quite a nice game to just plonk some kids down in front of, or a kid down in front of, and say, just have a go on this, just have a run around. It's good fun. I mean, we were shouting at the screen. I hate to think what a kid would do. I think it is playable. I think it's quite replayable. I could see just picking it up and having to run around. I think, like what you said, though, I don't think I'd do it on my own. I think you sort of need to share the experience with at least somebody else you know to have
Definitely
fun.
Is a party game.
Yeah.
It's a party game. I think I said to you, if I was going to let a kid play this, I would have to wrap the controller in rubber and definitely put safety plex, some kind of perspex over the front of any kind of monitor.
Yeah.
Because I can see rage quitting and controllers being thrown and all sorts. Because I've seen sort of 8, 9, 10-year-olds playing with computers, and they often stand up and they jump when their character jumps, they jump and all sorts of things. They don't just sit down and play. I mean, I've got a couple of friends who The Wii, the Nintendo Wii was fantastic for them, but like most of the newer modern consoles where you just sit and play, they still jump about like lunatics anyway. So I think all of that energy goes to waste.
I think I'm going to try and segue here quite skillfully as we're talking about kids sitting down and playing, because I also think, as fun as it would be, I think it'd be quite dangerous to sit a kid down unsupervised with this, because of our next point, which is hidden catches or pay-to-play aspects.
Yes.
So whilst it's not pay-to-play, and whilst there are no loot crates, because obviously that's a bad thing these days, it's incredibly easy to go shopping and piss money away.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is something which, I mean, we've seemed to have got rid of loot crates, mainly because they are effectively gambling. Yeah. And what a lot of companies have realized is that's it's going to get them that adult rating, that PEGI 18 or whatever it is, or PEGI 16. And however, the kudos packs are, to get the money, to get the costumes. And I think you had your eyes on a pigeon costume until you worked out how much it was.
Well, I don't know the specific value of it, but right, what I'm going to say is I've still got it on my screen now. So it is effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quick button presses to get to a PlayStation Store, where the first option is £39.99 for a pack of 170,000. God, I'm an old man now. I couldn't even read that number. Of course, that's the first one they would click on. I'm uncomfortable, as I said to you, even being on this screen, because it's so incredibly easy just to go X, 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 and then you've spent £40 before you know it. And a kid isn't going to know any different, and that is the worry. And so, yeah, I think hidden catch, if you are planning on letting a kid play, please stay in the room and play with them. Don't ever just let a kid unsupervised do this, because it's so horribly easy to spend money.
But a pro tip is to only use vouchers so that you don't have enough. It says, I'm sorry, your wallet doesn't have enough money in it. Try again. But yeah, I mean, that is something that I think that a lot of games have that problem with map packs, and it's not just the PlayStation. It's we just had a chat. It's sometimes it's a little bit too easy to buy things, but then is that on the games companies or is that on the parents?
Exactly.
It's a tricky one. Isn't it?
I'm not going to make a moral judgment, but I will make that warning of just always be watching, because you don't gain anything. There's no advantage by being dressed like a pigeon or a hot dog or a milkshake. But a kid's going to want to be a pigeon or a hot dog or a milkshake. So as much fun as we had just running around in stripy pants or whatever, a kid is going to be massively enticed by being an owl or a funky werewolf or something like that. And it's so easy. You're only a few clicks away.
I had my eye on the milkshake.
Yes.
Games that it's similar to. I threw out Overcooked because it's got that sort of chaos of Overcooked.
Yeah.
But it's also got the chaos and the sort of the teamwork, as we noticed. It's not just always one-on-one. It's not just free-for-all. There is some teamwork in there.
Yeah.
It's Fat Princess. Yeah. And then the mechanics feels a little bit like Gang Beasts, which is that game where you've got like 4 characters and you're trying to throw each other off of... you can work as a team to get rid of one person, and then you can. So there are games that I've played that are similar to it. What about games that it's not?
Well, it's
everything else.
Everything else, exactly. It's a difficult one, that, because I couldn't think of any options other than the main 2 that you mentioned. You and I have played Fat Princess together on the PS3. We've played Overcooked. Yeah, it's just a fun pick up and play party game. It's what you see is what you get, and it's not really pretending to be anything else. So yeah, it's like it is the description that you read out at the beginning is not wrong. It's basically Takeshi's Castle Total Wipeout in a game. So yeah, I don't have any other comments on that really.
So, what about download and bandwidth? I think it's worthwhile. It's 7.75 gigs. The version we played was version 1.05. 1.04. So it's already had 4 iterations from its first release, I guess, or update or whatever. But very small. I think it took me about 45 minutes to download, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, something like that. So even on a slower connection, it's still not a sort of a hideous, click and wait a week. It's not like first day release Spider-Man or something like that.
No, and I think it's worth it. It's a quick download. It's the first one for a long time, at least, that I haven't had to just leave going overnight. I started it and it was done in about half an hour, 40 minutes, as you say. I wasn't really counting, but it promised me about 40 and was definitely done within an hour. So that's great. And, it takes up very little space, quite quick. I probably won't have any need to delete it anytime soon. So, yeah, it benefits from being very small.
So what about value for money? Because we always say, would you have paid for it? And the problem is I don't always think that's a valid question. We've often discussed whether or not that's a valid question. 19 euros is what it was valued at here. I think I saw that. So must be about 19 quid in the UK if you'd have paid for it. Would you have paid 19 for this?
No,
me neither. That's
It's worth it's worth what I paid for it. I don't want to imply it's worthless. No, that's a bad comment. I just maybe half that. Yeah. Maybe.
I think if I found it in the bargain bucket bin for perhaps $12.99 or something like that, I would definitely say yes. I think at 20, I'm starting to think, it's. Because it doesn't look. The thing is, from the cover, it doesn't look like what it is. I don't know. No. I would have ignored it completely in a shop just because of the cover. Because it looks like, I don't know what, it looks like sort of Animal Crossing or something like that. It looks like something that, I don't know what it looks like, a Marshmallow Funland or something. It looks like looks like, the Care Bears universe. I don't know. I mean, just the cover alone just turns me off completely. But that's what it's like. It's just bright and colourful and like in your face, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fine. I would struggle to say I would pay for it. But it's a difficult question, and we've probably shot ourselves in the foot with the way we've worded it. Is it worth £20, €20? I don't think so, because also it goes back to the pay-to-play stuff or the hidden stuff, is that they are going to make more. If they just made it available for free the whole time and said this is free, however there are in-game purchases, that is fine, because that's where they're going to make their money. $3.99 here, $3.99 there, $39.99 somewhere else, where a kid's getting shouted at and has no pocket money for a year because they've spent £100 on a pigeon costume or whatever they wanted to spend their money on.
Or a milkshake.
A milkshake or whatever it is, or a slightly different colour scheme for their little potato man. I don't think. I think actually it's better off being free, and it's worth that because of the money they're gonna make.
I think that's where that's where the sort of Fortnites of the world have kind of got it right. The problem is a lot of the game manufacturers, of course, they've liked this ability to, and this is me standing on my soapbox and being terribly political, is that they want you to pay €60, $60, £60 for the game, and then they want you to also do the in-game purchases, they want you to do the gambling, they want you to buy the credits, because they've been used to that model. They've been picking up, and so suddenly having to give something away for free is it's a loss of revenue. But like you said, I think a lot more people would pick it up and play it if it was free. But I think you said a lot of the internet gamers who play like the Mario Karts and things like that and do the indie games have picked up on it. So it's going to become a big game. Whether it's the best game of the year for me or not, I don't think so. But who knows? We shall see.
It's fine, it's fun, and it's this sort of, because obviously we talk about these games as being free, they're not. we're paying our annual subscriptions, and then this is being thrown in. And then, so yeah, if you wanted me to pay extra on top, I would tell you where to go. And it's interesting, just to be slightly topical, in that sort of the whole Disney Plus situation has been announced in this sort of the first week of August, that the Mulan live action remake is being offered on the Disney Plus service soon, but you have to pay $30 or the equivalent on top. And that is going to become much more prevalent, unfortunately, I think, with a lot of these things, and gaming, whatever, where I'm paying my subscription, but also pay this on top to have exclusivity. No, I'm paying my subscription. So that's why this is fine, because I've paid my subscription. I've got a free game out of it. Not a free game, but I've got a game out of it this month. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, thank you very much. I'm glad I didn't pay £20 for that about a month ago. But that's good too. So yeah, I think it's now I'm on my soapbox and I will stop. So yeah, I wouldn't pay any extra money for this, knowing how easy it is to sink money into it in other ways. I'm going to get off my soapbox and end it by saying this is 3T.
And this is Mike Papa Foxtrot, and we were looking at Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, that is currently freeloadable from the PlayStation Network for August 2020.